All right, family, what's up, good people? It is Feel Good Friday, and I definitely feel good right now. I hope you guys are feeling good as well, man. It's an absolutely incredible day. I'm excited to be on here. I actually wish I had some music to put on here. When I'm on Zoom, I like to jump on with some music on Zoom and rock with it that way. But, we can't get in any copyright trouble on YouTube. But I'm excited to be on here. Just for you guys that are new to my channel, probably watching me for the first time, then I want to let you guys know my name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm passionate about helping people get started on YouTube. As a matter of fact, what I'm really passionate about is helping people build a profitable brand that will bring them passive income by leveraging the power of YouTube. So that's what I'm really excited about. I'm also just in general excited about helping people level up financially, hit their goals, and achieve some of their dreams and experience life the way that it's supposed to be experienced, man. If you guys are on here with me today and you're feeling good, can y'all just drop a 7 in the chat or in the comments for me? Let me know that you're on here with me, guys. This is going to be kind of an informal live. I just wanted to come on and hang out with you guys, but I also wanted to inspire, encourage, and empower you all with some information today. As always, anytime that I get on YouTube, that's exactly what my goal is to inspire, empower, and encourage somebody to get better, to go to their next level, to achieve their dreams and goals and all of that type of stuff, right? But if you guys are having a good day, if you're feeling good right now, I don't care if you're watching on the replay or if you're watching live, can y'all drop a 7 in the chat to let me know you guys are feeling good right now, right? And I'm going to talk about, you saw on the thumbnail that my thing said your vision is necessary, and I'm absolutely going to talk about that today. Your vision is necessary. I want y'all to get this. Your vision is necessary. It's time to get serious about your vision. Now, why am I on here on Feel Good Friday talking about this, right? Because I know it's somebody out there that needs to hear this, right? This is what was on my heart to share with people right now. There's somebody who's been hesitating to get started, especially with things like starting a business, building their brand, jumping on YouTube, publishing or writing that book. There's a lot of people who have been hesitating. You've been pump faking, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're used to sports and everything, you've been hesitating, right? And there's some things that's fighting you when it comes to you actually taking the action that's necessary for you to shift your vision from just a vision to reality. And some of those things that you face in the process is like fear. There's a lot of people who are facing fear right now, and you are afraid to take the action that's necessary to see your dream or your vision come true. You're afraid to take that act. See, you may have some fear, and that fear may be of what may happen or what somebody else may say. There's people who have a fear of a building from the bottom because they don't want to be seen building from the bottom. They don't want somebody seeing them on the ground level, right? There's a fear some people have of getting on camera and just showing their face. There's a fear some people have of failing, right? Making mistakes, all of that type of stuff. But let me tell you something, guys, right? On this journey today, on this journey of success, I want you guys to understand that all of that stuff is possible, that it may happen, but your vision is still necessary. You got to go through that stuff. You got to be willing to go through that stuff. You got to push through all of the things that are pushing back against you, right? And I don't know what's pushing back against you right now. It could be fear, right? It could be finances, right? I know, let's be real. We're going to talk real on here. It could be finances. Maybe you don't feel like you're in the best financial situation to go after your vision or to go after your dreams. But I want to tell you today, it's time to push through that. You probably say, well, Anthony, if I don't have the finances, how do I push through that? You got to be resourceful, right? Here's where I want to tell you, most people don't lack resources, they lack resourcefulness. Right? Most people don't lack access, they lack awareness. All right. And so I want to tell you guys, these are some mindset shifts that we have to make if we're going to go to the next level. Whatever your next level is, your next level may be you just getting started. Your next level may be you getting to a financial goal that you have. Maybe you want to make $10,000 a month. Or maybe you want to make $100,000 a month. Or maybe you just want to grow your YouTube channel. You're trying to get to that first 1,000 subscribers. Or maybe you're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I don't know what your dream or your goal is, but what I want to tell you, whatever you're facing today, you got to push through that. You got to push through all of the turmoil. You got to push through the things that are trying to keep you from getting there, because your vision is absolutely necessary. We need you. We need you creating content. There's somebody out there that needs you, that's waiting for you. They can't even get what they're supposed to get because they're waiting for you to present what you're supposed to present, for you to show up and create the content that you're supposed to create. See, this is why I'm so passionate about YouTube and helping people start their YouTube channel, because there's voices out there that are hidden right now that need to be on Front Street. They need to be encouraging somebody. Somebody needs to see your video. There's somebody needs to see that video that you're afraid to create. There's somebody that needs to hear your story, that needs to hear your testimony, right? And you are sitting back maybe, and you may be afraid, right? You may be afraid of failing. You're afraid to move forward. You may feel stuck, right? You don't know if this is the right time. Guys, it never feels like the right time. You just got to get up and go. You just got to get up and do something. Maybe that do something is jumping on YouTube and creating the channel. Maybe that is that doing something and saying, hey, look, I'm going to create the channel. Maybe I'm going to create a welcome video. It doesn't have to be perfect. Guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. I want to tell you, whatever you're going to start out at, and I'm using this and I'm talking about YouTube because it's space that I'm in. That's what I'm passionate about. But whatever it may be, whatever situation you may be facing, there may be something that's standing between you and your next level. Usually there is. There's something that's standing in between you and your next level. And you got to push through that. You got to decide that that's not going to stop you any longer. It is April. I said April. Look, it is August the 2nd, right? It's still the beginning of the month. What are you going to make out of this month? What are you going to do this month? What are you going to produce this month? Right? What at the end of the month, what do you want to say that I accomplished this? You got to set some real goals, right? Guys, I want you to get this. You got to set some real goals out there. And here's what I want to even if you don't set outcome goals, I want you to set some activity goals. And if we're talking about YouTube, let's talk about it this way. If you set some activity goals, here's what I want to ask you. How many videos are you going to publish this month? Right? If we're talking about YouTube, how many videos are you going to publish this month? See, a lot of people want to set goals and they want to set their income goals before they set their activity goals, and it doesn't work that way. You got to set the activity goals that will lead to your income goals. Right? And here's what I want you guys, don't just be doing something just to be doing it. What you have to do is you have to find if you're going to get in this YouTube space, if you're going to get in this content creation space, you got to find what you're passionate about. And you also have to find what you're proficient in. See, it's got to be a cross between your passion and your proficiency. Why? Because you need to love it and you need to be good at it. That's the big thing. It has to meet at that intersection. Hey, I'm good at this and I love doing this. Why? Because you may not feel it now, but there's going to come a time where it is pretty hard, where it's really hard for you to keep going, for you to move forward. There's going to come a time where when you get up to record that video, maybe you don't want to. Right? I want to tell you, you got to be passionate about it. You got to be proficient in it. And you got to focus on people, right? What do I mean? Helping people solve problems, helping people go to their next level. You got to make it more about people than it is about yourself. If it's only about your goal of making money, people are going to see that from the beginning. If it's only about your goal of becoming an influencer or something like that, people are going to see that from the beginning. You need to let people see your heart from the beginning, right? You got to get on here. You got to be passionate about it. You got to be proficient in it. And you got to be people focused. And you got to solve problems. Guys, that is where it's going to be, that you're going to take your vision from where it is right now and just being a vision in your head to take it to making it a reality in your life, right? I love listening to Darius Daniels. I don't know if you guys ever listen to Darius Daniels, but he has some. There's 3 levels of life, that ways that you can live life, and I think we can attach this to business as well. There's 3 levels that you can operate on in business. You could be sinking, you could be surviving, or you could be thriving. I want y'all to get this. Write that down. There's 3 levels, and when you can operate in business or in life, that's sinking, surviving, and thriving. What I want to tell you guys, level 1 is sinking, level 2 is surviving, level 3 is thriving. I want to be living a level 3 life, and I want a level 3 business. If you want a level 3 business, drop a 3 in the chat or the comments for me right now. I want to see all the people saying, I'm not settling for sinking any longer. I'm not settling for just surviving any longer. I'm going to a level 3 in my life, and I'm going to a level 3 in my business. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to level 3 in my performance on YouTube. I'm going from just surviving to where I'm thriving. I'm not going to be sinking anymore. I'm not going to live sinking and drowning in sorrow or drowning in debt or drowning in failure. I am going to take myself to the next level. We're not settling. And here's why we don't settle for anything, because everything that settles ends up at the bottom. And I don't know anybody that watches this or is going to watch this that needs to be at the bottom. We're not going, look, you may start at the bottom, but that's not where you're going to end up, right? We don't belong at the bottom. We're going all the way to the top. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to get everything that's for us. We're going to get everything that we can. It's our time to do that. And there's nothing that can stop us from doing that. Right. So I wanted to give you guys some things. I was doing some research today that was absolutely phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal when I was going through this. Right. Here's one thing you have to do. You have to embrace a growth mindset. Here's one of the first things you have to do if you're going to shift your dream or your vision to a reality. You have to embrace a growth mindset. What do I mean? You want to embrace a growth mindset, which means that you are going to embrace some challenges. Yep, because you're going to face some challenges. But you know what? When I face challenge, I embrace the challenge. Why? Because challenges lead to change. If you look at the word challenge, the first 3 letters are CHA. The last 3 letters are NGE. Challenges will lead to change. And it will be the change that you are ready for. It'll be the change that will take you to the next level. It'll be change that will really change your life. There's some things that you want to change right now, right? So I want you to embrace the challenges that you may face, right? Now, here's the thing. You not only are you going to embrace your challenges and know that your challenges are going to lead to change, whatever challenge you face. When I face challenges with getting on YouTube, with learning how to get subscribers on YouTube, with learning how to operate on YouTube, I got better once I learned it. On the other side of the challenge was a change, and it was a transformation for me to where I became a person who was proficient in whatever I was faced with before. Here's another thing, right? You got to understand that failure is an opportunity. Failure is an opportunity to learn, and failure is an opportunity to grow. Anytime that I'm faced with failure, I learn more through the failure than I do my successes. Failure is an opportunity. And when you start bracing failure as an opportunity, you learn more, you grow more, and you become more. I'm gonna give y'all some real stuff right here, and hopefully everybody embraces this for what it is. Steve Jobs said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. That's why I say you got to be passionate about it. Nobody really becomes super great at what they do and reaches the heights that you've never seen before. Nobody elevates to unprecedented heights without actually loving what they do and being passionate about what they do. So I want to tell you guys this. Here's the thing. Focus on progress and not perfection. What am I talking about here? You got to focus on the progress that you're making. See, you don't have to hit a home run every single time. You don't have to get the touchdown every single time. You don't have to make the three-pointer every single time. It's about you making progress. Are you making progress? If you're making progress, that's what it's supposed to be. If you go from no subscribers, right, to 1 subscriber, to 2 subscribers, to 10 subscribers on YouTube, that's powerful. That's fire. When you make your first dollar, when you make your first $5, when you make your first $50, celebrate the progress. Don't get upset because you aren't making tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars yet. It's coming, but there's a process. Fall in love with the process of progress, not perfection. See, a lot of people will allow perfection to keep them from getting started, and perfection turns into procrastination. And what I don't want for you guys is to allow perfection to turn into procrastination, because procrastination kills more dreams than doubt ever did. Right? I want to tell you, procrastination would kill more dreams than proficiency does. You may not be that good at it. There's somebody that's not as good as you that's having more success because they're not procrastinating. They're actually going out taking action. But because you become a perfectionist, that leads to procrastination, and you don't take action when necessary, that person that is not as talented and not as gifted as you, they get ahead of you and they see their vision come to a reality, and you're sitting wondering when is it going to happen for you. I want you guys to get to that next level. So I want you guys to embrace and focus on progress instead of perfection. Here's the next thing, guys. Believe in your vision, right? It's your vision. You have that vision for a reason. God gave it to you for a reason. Believe in that vision. You have to believe. You got to have unwavering belief that it is going to happen. That whatever you going, see, I know I'm getting to 1 million subscribers. I know I'm going to get to 1 million subscribers. I know it's going to happen for me. That's not a problem, right? And because I believe it, I'm not anxious or frustrated during the process. I already know. I'm unwavering in it. Every day I had a few new subscribers today, right? So since I had a few new subscribers today, I'm cool. I'm on my process. But even if I didn't have a few new subscribers today, I make adjustments and I go after it tomorrow. But I'm on this journey and I know that the end is already complete. So I'm like, hey, look, I'm not frustrated when sometimes it doesn't look like what I think it should look like, or the success doesn't look as tangible and it's not out there like I want it to be, right? And so I want you guys to really understand that you have to go forward and believe without a shadow of a doubt that whatever your vision is happening. As a matter of fact, you need to embrace that it's already done, right? Now, here's another one. You have to embrace, I want you guys to embrace this, a problem-solving attitude. You got to embrace a problem-solving attitude. Why? Because there's always going to be problems that come up. But here's the big thing, guys. If you're looking at financially and you want something, then you know what? The biggest checks go to the people who solve the biggest problems. See, and I want you to get this. The people who solve the biggest problems or the most problems are not always the ones that work the hardest. Sometimes it's not about turning a lot of screws to fix something. It's knowing which screw to turn. I want y'all to get this. See, this is why experts get paid the money that they get paid. This is why the heart surgeon gets paid the money that he gets paid, because he knows a specific thing. He doesn't have to know everything. He has to know his specific thing. Here's the thing. You don't have to see everybody won't be great at everything, right? But everybody is great at something. Everybody won't be great at everything, but everybody is great at something. All you got to do is figure out what you're great in and hone in on that. You guys understand? Like, I want you to get this. You have to figure out what you're great at. And then you would say, hey, I'm gonna hone in on that, right? I'm going to hone in on that because I know that there's a problem that you can solve for somebody else. There's something that comes easy for you and hard for everybody else. And you got to focus on problem solving. Yes, you want to solve your own problems, but when you start to solve problems for other people and you obsess about solving a problem, and there's a lot of people who have that problem, you're going to become wealthy once you start solving those problems for the people that you're called to. You get online and start solving people's problems. It's almost hard for you. I want to say it's almost hard for you not to become successful. Most people are focused on just whatever their aspirations are. But when you take your eyes off yourself and put it on somebody else, that's when you'll start your journey of creating wealth. Man, I hope you guys are getting some of this. Somebody's going to watch this on the replay. I know somebody's going to watch this on the replay and they're going to say, this is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed to hear. I wanted to give this to you guys so you have this, right? Now, let me give you this. Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow. This is from Tony Robbins, right? I'm telling you, I was doing my research earlier. Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow. We would not grow. So here's what I want you to do. When you face a problem, don't back down from it. When you face a problem, I want you to attack that problem, find a resolution for that problem. And once you find a resolution for that problem, find out how many other people have that problem and go help them solve that problem as well. And once you start doing that, watch how things change in your life. The greatest amongst you will be the one that serves the most. Greatness is not an event, it's a process, right? I want everybody to get that. I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to come on here, give y'all some motivation today. Hopefully somebody's going to watch this on the replay and they're going to get this and they're going to say, man, I'm ready to go to that next level. I'm ready to go for where I'm at. I'm tired of being stuck where I am right now. I'm tired of being stuck at this level right now. I'm tired of being stuck on this job. I'm tired of being stuck at just this amount of subscribers. I'm tired of being stuck at just making this amount of money. I'm tired of being stuck in this particular place. I want to go to my next level. If that is you, you're going to get this. Now, here's one of the last ones I want to leave you with, right? Stay resilient. Stay resilient. What do I mean by this? Develop a resilience to bounce back from anything. You're going to face a lot of stuff, guys, but you got to stay resilient. You got to stay resilient. I want you to be able to bounce back from anything. And there's somebody right now, if you bounce back from what you're doing, right? If you bounce back from what you're facing and what you've went through right now, this will probably be the last time that you have to bounce back. I appreciate you, Ant-Man. Much respect to you as well. Awesome. Thank you so much for being on. There's somebody on here that's going to watch this. And here's what I want you to know, that you bounce back this time, you won't have to bounce back again. This is going to be your last time bouncing back. You are going to get into a season. You're going to go into a place where you are going to watch your vision unfold before your eyes. But it's going to take you being 100% all in and committed. This is not for those people who just want to sit back and be lazy. I always tell people this, right? Y'all know I love passive income. Passive income has never been about me being lazy, right? Passive income has never been about me being lazy. And anybody who has that perspective on passive income, that's totally the wrong perspective that you should have. That's not the perspective. You should have a perspective on passive income. This means that I will get the money issue solved. So I have passive income coming into my life so I can do the things that I'm purposed to do instead of doing things that I don't want to do to create the income that I want. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, see, I want to have an unlimited flow of passive income, so I'm not worried about having to focus on income when I'm doing what I supposed to do, the thing that I am purposed to do. I can operate more on purpose. And see, I want to be able to not have to check my pockets before I check my purpose, right? I want to be able to check my purpose for before because my pocket's already straight. Y'all feel me? I want to be able to say I want to build some stuff. And see, what you got to understand is that passive income is either bought or built. And most of us are coming from a situation that we can't buy all the passive income that we want yet. So we got to build it first. And once we build it, we're going to get it flowing in. And once we have it flowing in, then we can start buying more of it. That's the system right there, guys. It's first you got to see most of us in the position because we weren't born with a silver spoon. We don't have all the money that we want right now to buy all the passive income that we want right now. So what we have to do is we go out and build it. Don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves. To get anything that you want, there's two ways that you can do it. You can roll up your sleeves or you can open your wallet. Right? When you open your wallet, if you don't see enough, got to be prepared to roll up your sleeves and say, I'm willing to do what it takes to go get it. I'm going to go get it. I'm not going to settle for anything less than what I feel I deserve. I'm going to build this channel. I'm going to build this YouTube. I'm going to build this business. I'm going to learn the things. Guys, when every master was once a disaster. Everybody that you see that's doing something great now, they weren't doing it that great before. They weren't doing it at that level of excellence before. They got on and they were willing to start at the bottom. Man, let me tell you guys, I'm starting a new channel called Build It From the Bottom. It's called Building From the Bottom with Anthony. I'm starting a new channel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a business from the bottom and I'm going to let everybody watch me do it. Because there's something about building from the bottom that's so priceless for me. I learned so much from building from the bottom. And I never get to the point where I'm too high that I don't understand building from the bottom. I switch things up occasionally just so I could get that momentum of building from the bottom. So I could get that vibe of building from the bottom because I am willing to build it. Anything you really want, you got to put yourself in the mindset that you're willing to build it. Y'all feel me? I want to tell you, I know I get passionate about this, but I want you guys to succeed on another level. It's nothing I like more than to seeing people succeed when they go after something. They set a goal, they get a vision, they get a dream, and they say, look, I want to do what it takes to get there. I want to see this dream come to fruition. I know that there's people counting on you. There's nothing more than knowing that there's somebody counting on you, saying that, look, I need you to succeed. Maybe it's your children, maybe it's your wife, or maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's a mother, a parent, or maybe it's another sibling or something like that. But they're saying, look, I need that. They may not say it to you, but you know that you need to succeed, right? Their success is based on your success. In order for them to hit the levels that they need to hit, you need to go out and do it and hit the levels that you need to hit. And sometimes it's not people directly related to you, but maybe it's somebody that's watching you. Maybe it's somebody you don't even know that's watching you, that you're being an inspiration for. And when they see you go out and achieve the things that you're supposed to achieve, then it's going to give them the permission. It's going to give them the freedom. It's going to give them the zeal to go after their dreams. And there becomes a domino effect where now you have people around the world who are achieving their dreams because one dreamer, one risk taker was willing to step out there and go out there and make something incredible happen. There was one risk taker that was out there to be, look, you got to be willing to look like a fool in front of people before you're going to look like a fanatical success, a phenomenal success. You got to be willing to look like a fool in front of some people before you look like a phenomenal success to the world. Before you look like a fantastic success to the world. That's what most people don't understand. When you get started, yeah, it's going to get dirty. It's going to be it's going to be grimy. Sometimes it's going to be muddy. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be it may not even be like you want it. But what you say, look, I'm going to grind from this bottom and I know that I'm going to the top. And when I get to the top, everybody's going to see it. Everybody's going to understand it. And everybody's going to ask, how did he get there? How did she get there? How did you do that? Right? But you got to be able to grind from the bottom. I was listening to one of my virtual mentors today and he was saying something. He said a tree grows in both ways. A tree grows up and it grows down. Right? It grows, but here's the thing, it grows in both ways, but it grows down before it grows up. Now I want y'all to get this. It grows down. The root system is what grows down first. You got to get the root system in place. You got to go down in the ground, the root system. And the stronger the root system is, the stronger the tree is. So that's why it has to grow down first. But then it grows up. Now, this is what everybody sees when it grows up. They see all the fruit. So once you have your root system and the seed is planted and the tree is growing, the tree grows down and it gets its roots in place. But then it grows up and it's able to go out and produce fruit. And so I want to tell you guys, so most people, they're never going to see your root system. They're never going to value the root system, and they're never going to see what you went through at the beginning. They're never going to see all the stuff that it took for you to build the success that you did, but they are going to see the success that you achieved. So they're going to look at it and they're going to see the cars, they're going to see the houses, they're going to see the money, they're going to see all the things that you're doing and the impact that you're having on the world, but they never knew what you did in the dark and down in the ground in the dirt when you were down in there, right? And they're never going to see where that root system was. But what I want to tell you guys, some of you are in the season right now where you're building out your root system. You're building out your foundation. And when you build this foundation, it's going to provide that foundation where you can grow higher. Trees with stronger foundations in the root system grow higher than trees that have shallow. See, trees that have a shallow root system fall when a storm comes. But trees that have a strong root system, they grow high and they're able to last and stand much longer. This is what we're going after right now, is long-term success. We're not going after short temperamental success. We're not trying to be, I'm not trying to be trendy, right? I'm trying to be sustainable. I want some sustainable success. I want the success that I achieve right now to be long-lasting success. How many of you all want some long-lasting success this time? You're tired of building over and over and over again. You want some long-lasting success. You want something that you can count on. You want something that's legacy success. If that's you, drop a 5 in there. Drop a 5 in the chat or in the comments. I know you're probably not used to somebody on YouTube asking you to do that, but I know that I usually do that on my Zoom meetings and things like that, and it just gets me excited. So even if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay, whatever you're watching on, it really doesn't matter to me. My whole goal is that this message gets out to at least the one person that needs to hear it. My whole goal is that this message gets out to the person that was on the verge of giving up. The person that was like, hey man, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do this. The person, here's one. This is for the person who was on the verge of giving up before they even got started good. You probably tried something and you faced adversity right at the beginning. Here's what I want you to know. Anybody that started something and as soon as you started it, you faced adversity right at the beginning. Here, you need to know that distraction and disruption always follows intention. Distraction and disruption always follows intention. So as soon as you become intentional about achieving success, you can expect some type of distraction or disruption to come up. Guys, I run. I'm a runner. I'm gonna give myself as an example. I run all the time. I became a runner back in 2013. And one of the things, whenever I go on a long run, I set a goal for me to run. There's always something to happen. So like last month, in July, I ran 124 miles. It was like 124.85 miles, right short of 125 miles. I run, right? And as soon as I set that intention, guess what happens? You start getting the stomach ache, your feet start hurting, or the weather isn't just right. You start having rainy days. You have all this other stuff that tries to stop you from running. You know what I had to do? I used to let that stuff stop me. I stopped letting the stuff stop me. Can I ask you guys to do that? Stop letting the stuff that comes to stop you. Stop letting it stop you. That's one mindset shift that you can have. Say, I'm not going to let the distractions distract me. There will be distractions, but do not let them distract you. So what I did with my run, it was days that it was raining lightly. I still ran. And you know what? When I ran, a lot of those days when I ran, even though it was raining, the rain stopped during my run. But what if I would not have ran because it was raining a little bit? out there. And I would have stopped. It would have kept me from achieving my goal. So I said, I'm going to run anyway. There was times when my shoes, it was issues with my shoes. Luckily, I would find other shoes and I would go run in other shoes. It was different things. I would not feel my best in the morning, or if I had to stay up all night, how do I find time to run? I would still go out and run. Why? Because I said, I'm not going to let the distractions distract me. All right. So this message is for those people who say, I have a vision. You know, you have a vision of something that you want to complete. As a matter of fact, you know you need to complete it. Shout out to you. I said, I hear you. Is that Rashida Libra? Shout out to you for being on the live today. I really appreciate you. Hopefully somebody, like I said, I just want, if it's one or two people who get this and it inspires, encourages, or empowers you to go out and achieve your goals and shift your vision from where it is right now to where you need it to be. If it helps somebody go from sinking or surviving to thriving, that's all this is for. See, you got to take on this mindset when you are going to go out and achieve your success. If you're going to start a business or a YouTube channel or anything that you're going to do, you got to have this mindset that I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do, I said that I was going to do this live. So whether one person showed up or two people showed up or no people showed up, I was going to do this live. When I started the live, it was nobody on. I was talking to myself. But you know what? How many times can you get out there? What type of courage do you have to get out there and do what you said you're going to do no matter what happens? No matter what it looks like when you start. You got to do it. You got to get committed to it. I will show up. Here's one thing that I've learned. If I show up for people, then people will show up for me. There's so many people, I get it. I get so many people, they want to have the level of success. And, you know, we built so many things. We built so many companies and organizations and things like that. And we've had so much success, right? But there's always somebody that said, oh, well, you only got that. You only did that because of this. And I was like, well, why didn't you do this? Right? Why didn't you build this? Why? It's because you see, there's so many people who can sit back and admire what somebody else has built, but don't have the zeal or the will to build it themselves. But they still want to have that same type of success that you have, but they don't want to go through what you did, what you went through. They don't want to do what you did. Woo! I hope y'all get this. Like, I want to tell you, there's so many people, they want the success, but they don't want the test. Right? That's so many people, they don't want that. They like, hey, look, well, you only got, well, look, do this. You see what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, I'll even show you what I'm doing. I'll show you how to do what I'm doing. I'm trying to show people how to do YouTube, how to build YouTube. And there's so many people that come back, well, you have this type of success because you got a YouTube channel, you got influence. Here's the thing. Do you expect, let me tell you, this is what I teach in Brand Builders Unlimited, right? I teach people, and this is marketing 101. But people follow and people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Let me tell you this. Most people can't garner any level of trust because they don't have consistency. Consistency breeds trust. Can we talk about that a little bit? They have no level of consistency. You haven't even been showing up. You want to jump on YouTube and be on YouTube for 2 weeks, showing up inconsistently and wondering why nobody's buying anything from you. They don't know how long you're going to be around. They don't know if you're going to be consistent. And one of the biggest ways that you can get somebody to trust you is to be consistent. I was reading a book and I can't remember. I have to tell you guys later what the book was, but I was reading a book, and in that book, it was saying that people need to experience about 7 hours of you, especially online. They need to experience 7 hours of you before you can actually get the know, like, and trust factor. They need to spend. So most people, right, never give people that amount of time so they can get the know, like, and trust factor. I was on live the other day with my brother BOJ and my guy Lambo Drew. Just the last night, as a matter of fact, I was on live on Lambo's live, and he had BOJ as a guest, right? And when he had BOJ on as a guest, one of the things that we were talking about is how long we've been on YouTube, how we've outlasted a lot of the people who came into the space, how we've been able to overcome and prevail and all that stuff. You know what? And people wonder why, like, hey, well, people always coming to y'all channels. People always checking y'all out. People always signing up for stuff with y'all because we've been around here. We didn't tuck our tails and run when times got hard. We've been around. We showed up. Even through the scrutiny, even through people who were like, oh, well, you know, people they throw hate, they throw shade, they throw all that stuff. Guess who still show up? We still show up. We're still here. We're talking to you when things are bad. We're talking to you when things are good. We're going through all the process and everything, right? But that's how you got to be in your space. That's how you got to be if you want to be great, right? That's what you got to do if you want to be great. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. That's a big thing, guys. I want you guys to get that, man. Hopefully somebody got some value out of this. I wanted to do this live. I know that it's somebody that needs this, and somebody's probably going to email me. It always happens. Somebody either emails me, they DM me, or they send me a message or whatever, and they say, you know what, man, that live was for me. I don't know why you did it. I don't know what caused you to do that live, but that live was for me. And I want you guys to know that's why I do it. That's what my heart is in. My heart is in serving people. My heart is in helping people get to the next level. So here's what I want to tell you guys, man. Look, I got if you guys are excited or you're interested in building a brand, a personal brand that brings you passive income by leveraging the power of YouTube. If you guys want to be able to go out there and build a business that frees you up from your 9 to 5, if you want to create passive income that's not reliant on a platform or anything like that, if you want to create some sustainable passive income, if you don't want to chase passive income with things that don't last a long time, you need to build your own personal brand. If you want to build a brand that allows you to be in control, in the driver's seat, right? In which you can now monetize all your entire life. You can monetize everything, right? So you can get that passive income that you want. It's going to make everything better. It's going to make you better. You're going to become a better person. You're going to become a better thought leader, all that type of stuff, man. I'm just excited about all the people that I get to help. I want you guys to get my free gift. My free gift is at brandbuildersunlimited.com/gift, and it's in the description of this video. Go get my free gift. But here's all the other thing, guys. Don't stop there. Sign up for Brand Builders Unlimited. There's a special right now that's going on that I've extended. So you can get involved with Brand Builders Unlimited. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's exactly what you need. It's not another course. Yes, we have courses in there, right? And we have challenge replays in there. But here's what it is. It's real, legit mentorship where we meet on a weekly basis. And we not only, what we're going to do is go over your channels, what's happening on YouTube, what's happening with your channels, what strategies are working, what's not working. We audit your channel. We give you inspiration. I just gave some big ideas to people in my community. Last night we got on our call is on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. And I got on the call last night and went over some strategies with one of my students and gave him a game plan on his next video, which I believe is going to absolutely rock the house. He was excited about it after he got off. And we're helping you with your content, helping you develop content that's going to absolutely be powerful for you. So, man, join Brand Builders Unlimited. I want you to get in there, right? Get the free gift. And because I'm sending out more information. I got so much stuff that I want to give. It's no way that I could give it all in these Zooms that I do every week, every day of the week, right? But I want you guys to get in that community. That's where the real growth and the real level up is going to happen. All right. So that is my live for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this because I enjoyed doing it. I hope the person that it helps. Look, don't feel. I want you. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. right? If you feel like this empowered you and inspired you to go to your next level, to do something that you were afraid to do before, reach out to me and let me know. Let me know what happened, and that way we can connect. And I'm excited about all the new connections that I will form and all the new success stories that we're going to see from this. All right. So, guys, that's my live. Thank you all so much. You know what we're going to do? We're going to continue to go out and we're going to push forward and we're going to build brands that bring us passive income by leveraging the power of YouTube. If you guys need me, just let me know. But until the next video, I am out and you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. Peace.